Hello, Team Into Food here today. How's everyone doing? Fantastic, great. I hope everyone is healing well on their healing journey right now. I know I'm on a healing journey and I am learning a lot of things that are good and a lot of things that are sad. They make me sad, because coming from a background of being a narcissist, target, prey, or victim, you start to realize and you start to see the many narcissists that have been around you and all throughout your life. And it's so sad because it's always people that are close to you. It's always close family, friends, or close people, people that you thought you could trust, but you are now finding out that you cannot trust the people. And so based on that, it is very painful. It's very painful. And so I'm learning that now that it's all about it's about trusting the right people. It's about giving yourself out to the people that you feel you can give yourself out to. And now finding that these people that you started to trust and give yourself to, you can't give yourself to these people anymore. You have to stop giving yourself to them, stop trusting them, stop believing in them. And these are people that are really, really close to you. And so that is a hard lesson for me to learn, because as we are walking on this planet, you are supposed to be able to trust someone. Somebody. You should be able to trust people, especially people that are close to you. But when this is shattered, when you're not able to trust people that are close to you, it's like, man, you finally realize that your whole life was just this dark cloud filled with lies and fakeness and pretendness and all these things that are very mind-blowing once you start to uncover the narcissist and how they are. I am a believer, but for many years before becoming a believer, I trusted in so many narcs. I mean, everybody around me I trusted in. After having becoming saved, God started showing me different things. It's, of course, He shows us ourselves first. We have to look at ourselves. We have to see ourselves in all the situations that we have found ourselves in, or that we are still finding ourselves in. We have to always look at ourselves first as to what part are we playing. We can't blame the narcissist for everything because we were a willing participant, in this person's nightmare of hell. But also, being a child of God, you do want to trust and you do want to believe people and you do want to think that everybody is like you. But everybody is not like you. And that's a hard lesson to wake up to that lesson that everybody is not like you. And so for me, I'm still learning that lesson. I'm learning it and I'm coming out of the fact that people are not like you, Tracy. And so you have to stop being the nice person. You have to stop being the giver. You have to stop being the wisdom open book that you're pouring out to these people that hate you, that are stumping on your wisdom, that are just there to take from you, and are just there to make sure that you don't have a life. So this is the reality that I'm waking up to, that I cannot trust everybody that's around me, that I can't expect everybody to be like me. And God, He wants us to wake up to that. He doesn't want us to keep being naive and keep living in pretend land and to keep living in the darkness. You know, either people are there for you or they're not there for you. And you will know if someone is there for you. Because without a doubt, whenever you're down or whenever you're going through something, they will just be there. You know, they will be there. You won't have to ask them to be there. You won't have to beg them to be there. You won't have to plead them to be there. You know, they'll just be there doing what they need to do in that situation to make sure that you and everybody is okay and is all right. But when you are around people that are not like you, they're going to do the total opposite of what you really need. They'll be there when you don't need them to be there, but when you need something, they'll never be there. You can say, hey, I need XYZ, can you help me? And they'll be like, no, I got this to do, I got that to do, I can't afford to do it, I can't do it. But when you don't need them to be there, then guess what? They're always there. And then, two, them being there is just for them, their selfish means. They're there for their selfishness, you know, for whatever they can get or whatever they can manipulate out of you. So really, in reality, they're still not there for you. But that's how you can spot a person that is not like you. Because you know yourself, like if you're going through something, you know darn well, then you're going to be there for that person. If you have it to give, you're going to be there. You will give you 100%. No questions, no problems. Just here it is. I got you. Don't worry about it. But when you're dealing with a person that's not like you, or when you're dealing with a narcissist will never be there. They will never be there. They'll get their money, and the first thing they'll do is act funny. You could have been talking to them all week or however long, but the moment they get money, they will act funny. And then once their money start running low, they're going to come rolling around talking to you again. Because they know they need you, but they know that you need them too, but they're never going to be there. They don't have the capacity to be there. They only have the capacity to selfishly think of themselves, always about themselves. It's never about you. That's all they have the capacity for. So this is a reality that I'm waking up to, you know. Everybody is not like me. And that could be family, friends, children, mother, father, husband, wife, sister, brother, cousin. It can be anybody. And so as narcissistic abuse survivors, we have to start recognizing the signs of an enemy. And we have to stop ignoring the fact that we do have an enemy. You have an enemy anytime you're in need and they have the need to supply to you and they refuse to do it. You have an enemy. You have an enemy anytime you go to call a person up on the phone. You want to release things and you want to get things off your chest. And the first thing they tell you, can you call me back because I'm doing something right now or I'm busy. They don't have time for you. That's an enemy around you. Because when they call you with their problem, guess what? You're there. You're always there. You're not pushing them to the side. You are there. That's an enemy amongst you that don't have time for you. Only have time when you have something. If you have something, they have all the time in the world. But if you don't have anything, they don't have no time for you. That's an enemy amongst you. That's an enemy that can pretend to be like you, but when it comes down to it, when you really need them, when your cards is low and they're not there, that's an enemy amongst you. An enemy that's looking like a friend, an enemy that's looking like a mother, an enemy that's looking like a child, an enemy that's looking like a husband, an enemy that's looking like a grandparent or whoever, auntie, uncle, whoever. That's an enemy amongst you. It is in the actions in which one does is how we can tell who is really real. And not only actions, because they can be doing actions, but it's a selfish act. So actions when they actually can hear you and actually are trying to meet your need. Because you know when people come to you and they have a need and you have it, you're going to try to meet that need. You're going to go out of your way to try and meet that need. But if you are hanging out with people that they don't have that same thing going on when it comes to you, it's not reciprocal, it's not coming back to you like how you put it out, then you know you are around an enemy. That's an enemy. Therefore, you have to take the labels off. Take the labels off and start seeing people for who they really are. And no matter how nice they be to you, do not ever get those wires crossed again into thinking, oh, this person is cool, this person is for me. Don't get the wires crossed. See what you see, believe what you felt in your spirit, and you run with that. Now, the thing about narcissistic abuse or targets or victims of these people is that we tend to carry anger and sadness and mad. You know, we're mad at the fact that this person has deceived us or we allowed ourselves to be deceived. It's okay for us to have anger, but we have to ride that emotion out. We got to get rid of it. We can't live in it. We can't wake up every day with this anger beating us down, because once we do, we won't be productive. We won't be creative. It's stopping us as well as, you know, it's a hindrance to us more so than anything. So we have to recognize it, and we have to feel the emotion, and then we have to change how we start dealing with these people. We have to start calling them out on what they do and what they're doing, and we have to let them know that we don't like it, and we have to start letting them know how they are. You know, but we must feel it, remember it, and go on, and we must forgive these people. We have to forgive them. And once we forgive them, then God is forgiving us and setting us free, and he's moving us on to higher and better ground of creativity and whatever else is inside of us. So we have to let go. We can't hold on to this anger of what these people have done or what they didn't do or how they treated us or they treated us this way, they did that stuff. We can't let that go. We got to let all that toxic stuff go. We got to let it get out of our systems. We cannot hold on to it, because it's like a poison just killing us. It's not affecting them, it's killing us. So in order for us to start living and to be that fresh plant coming out, the fresh shoot coming out of the ground, the fresh plant coming out of the ground, we have to let these people go. Let them go, learn the lesson, and remember, what we're learning now is a good thing, because as we move forward, the more we start cleaning up ourselves and allowing God to remove all these tears and weeds out of us, then we will start meeting more people that are more healthier, that are there for us, that will be there for us, because we are being there for ourselves. We are showing up for ourselves. Therefore, we will start having people in our life that will be showing up for us as well in a good, healthy way. And we do deserve the best. We have been targets, but guess what? We are no longer a target. We are moving and we are growing to heal and to survive and to have life and have it in abundance. Okay? I hope this has helped someone. You are somebody. You're not a victim. You're not a target. You are now a moving target, and you can grow and you can go. Just start watching the things that people do and just start listening to it and remembering it, but also forgiving those people and moving on, because it's time for you and I to live. Let's heal together. Let's stay on this healing journey. Let's know that we can be better, and we are not what happened to us. We are not what happened to us. We are greatness. We are powerful. We are love. Thank you for listening to my food. Thank you for receiving my food. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, please, and share this video if you think it will help someone that you know is struggling with the same thing that you and I are struggling with right now. I thank you all very much for taking the time out to hear what I have to say. I thank you. God bless you all, and be